My name's Tara, and I am Kurdish. I come from Kurdistan, and I was born in the part of Kurdistan that's currently under Iranian occupation. I arrived in Australia when I was about 5, and now I'm a PhD student in medical science, and I'm actually looking at Kurdish women's health. So
Brilliant.
that's me.
How long have you been living in Adelaide?
We arrived in Adelaide as refugees back in 1995 from Turkey, and we've stayed here ever since. So it's been 18 years now.
Mm-hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have a lot to do with the Kurdish people in Australia and the Adelaide Kurdish community as well. Do you want to talk about the Kurdish communities here in Adelaide and then also what you've been doing? Actually,
a few years ago I got really heavily involved in the community, and I guess I used what I know of the Australian public and the Australian society to bring forward the Kurdish question, or as it's sometimes called, a Kurdish issue or struggle. And the first thing I did was establish a youth group, and we've been going for about 3-4 years now, and we work with the community to plan events, protest a lot against all 4 things that we need from the government. I am involved in politics in Australia, so I established a political lobby group, which is called the Australian Kurdish Parliamentary Friendship Group. It's a national initiative, and basically we lobby the government in regards to the Kurdish issue, and sometimes it's just a matter of introducing them to the Kurdish issue and the Kurdish people here in Australia. I always say I don't consider myself a Kurdish activist. I always get labelled it, but...
Is it a term that you don't like?
No, I don't. It's not that I don't like it, I just don't... Like, to me, it's not like, yes, I've decided to be a Kurdish activist and this is what I am.
It's just I'm a person, I have interests.
Yeah, I don't understand how anyone... Well, I don't understand how any human could just not care, but I just genuinely can never understand a Kurd who just goes and shrugs shoulders and doesn't care.
They don't exist, those types
They
of
exist, but I don't understand them. They exist.
Your parents, how much of an influence are they in your life?
Big. Very big. Both my parents were imprisoned during the so-called revolution in Iran in the 1980s. And my dad, they did quite a bit of time, and I know because of the stories I've heard and because of the reports we now hear still happening in Iran and how they treat their prisoners. My biggest motivation is that, you see when it was only a few months ago we saw what happened in Gaza, but you saw the reaction that happened in response to that. And those same people turn a blind eye to the Kurdish cause, and that's my biggest motivation, is that why is there this selective humanity when it comes to atrocities abroad? I will never understand.